Okay, so Eric Wagner, what's your current projects that you've been doing?
Right now, I'm in the process of starting a band called The Skull. So we got some dates booked and stuff, and talking about doing a record.
You're gonna get, the songs done anytime soon, or you already got songs lined up for the Skull?
It's the beginnings. I mean, we just kind of started this a couple months ago, and at first we were just going to go out and play some of the old songs from Trouble and stuff, but now everybody's kind of asking if we're going to do a record, and personally, I think it's a natural progression. That's my favorite part about even being in a band is writing songs and recording a record.
Now, when's the last time you were in a recording studio?
Well, I'm in it all the time. I live in a house with one, so I just got done with my own album called Blackfinger, which is in the finishing stages of mix right now, so hopefully I can get this out within the next month or so. And I produce bands all the time, so I got in the middle of two projects right now for that.
Eric, what's your take on the music industry, in general now? Because you're doing work in your house and all that. Do you think it's a good thing, with the
Uh,
industry now?
well, I mean, people still want good quality recordings. It makes it kind of difficult with, at first I think when like Pro Tools and all that stuff came out, everybody thought they could, record their record or record in a basement, but which you can, but you still have to know what you're doing. So I think when we first opened the studio, we got a lot of clients come in that needed their stuff fixed.
Hmm.
So which is kind of a pain anyway, because it's hard to fix somebody else's mistake, especially if you would have went about it a different way.
When you're fixing other people's work, that's a whole different game in recording.
Yeah, it's kind of tough because you're kind of limited because of what's there already. So that's what you have to work with. And if I would have done something from the beginning, I would have recorded it in a completely different way. And better mics, this, that, everything.
One of my favorites, that you ever did would be like 1990 with the song "At the End of My Days." What do you think of recording now, versus that day and time, in the early 90s with, analog recordings?
Well, it is different now. I mean, back then it was still, the record companies were bigger budgets and stuff, and times with the technology now, times have changed. You can, technology is definitely on our side now. As far as recording. I mean, back in 1990, we were still using 2-inch tape and stuff, so it's a little bit different, fixing stuff and at the in mix time and things like that. So I think it still sounded better back then. The music and stuff.
Now, Eric, what's your vision on social media and stuff like that? The Facebook, the Twitters, and all that in your eyes?
Well, I guess it's good and bad. Facebook. I mean, it is an easy way to advertise your stuff and to get what's going on out there real quick and messaging and this and that. But the part I hate about it is that everybody feels like they got to remind me exactly what they're doing every minute of the day. I think it sometimes causes problems too.
Mm.
Especially that stupid relationship status thing.
Yeah, yeah. The Facebook, of today should be great for a band like The Skull that wants to get material out, to the kids of today.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, there's so many people on there. It's really easy to advertise and stuff, to say what's going on. And, all the fans from Trouble and stuff, are friends, or at least in the friend section of it, and they see what's going on. And it's really easy. I mean, back then we could never do that, reach the people that fast, I mean, it's just in a split second. So, like I said, there's good and bad things, just like everything.
Now, Eric, are you going to be touring anytime soon?
Yeah, we're gonna do next month here in Chicago area to get warmed up, and there's a show in Germany in July, and then September we're going to do a little East Coast run, and we're going to do the Shad Fest, and about 4 shows around that, and then in November I think we're going back to Europe for like 2 weeks. So we were kind of late for a lot of these festivals and to book this year. So it's cool. We're going to just test the waters here at first and see how it goes, and probably 2013 looks like it might be a great year.
Let's say, do you have a title for this upcoming album for the Skull?
No, not yet. I mean, we're just starting to talk about it. We each have some songs that we always are working on, everybody, you know, and yesterday we got together a little bit, a couple of us, to see what's going on. So we're just kind of in the beginning stages of writing and things. So hopefully, the plan to me in a perfect world would be right after the new year to go in and start recording for like spring 2013 release.
So in 2013 we'll see the Skull with a new album.
That would be nice. In a perfect world, yes, but you know, this is rock and roll, so things don't usually go the way you want them to. But the plan is to write and record a record.
What do you think of the economics, you know, the economy in general for musicians starting out today?
Well, I think it sucks. I mean, a lot of, you know, I mean, when I was a kid, we used to go to the record store and have fun all day, and now the record store is sitting in front of your computer. You know, so everybody's just downloading stuff now, which I guess makes it faster and all that kind of stuff, but I think to some point it takes all the fun out of it. You know, I mean, I had a blast. Like, go to the record store on a Saturday afternoon, go see shows, the local acts, and, you know, and now everybody with YouTube, too, everybody just, you can see it on there right away. So it just seems like that's the bad part, maybe, about the internet and stuff, that I think it takes the kind of the fun out of things, and people don't get out and have fun and socialize with each other anymore.
People are getting lazier like that. Not moving out of the house.
Yeah, it seems to be. And, you know, in the economy, nobody's got any money. And, you know, but still, like I said, it used to be a fun, man. We used to, on a rainy Saturday, go to the record store and listen to all the new music or check it out, have fun, go to the clubs and see all the bands from around, or when somebody came touring through, you know. And now it just seems like, I mean, there's been a time it seemed like I just didn't even get done with the last note of the show, and there's already a video on YouTube with somebody's camera, you know.
The days of vinyl, do you think will regain again? Because there's a resurgence of vinyl, you know, coming out, it seems.
Well, yeah, there is right now. I mean, I don't know, like everything, things seem to happen a lot faster these days, so there are purists out there that, I mean, the older stuff still sounds better on vinyl to me, you know, when they switched to digital. All the old records and tapes, they didn't seem to transfer quite as nice to me. I mean, recording now, digital, it sounds a lot better, but I just think the music was warmer and a little more, I don't know, it just had a different feel to it, you know. We'll see how long it lasts, you know.
Well, let's hope it lasts a little while. Well, Eric, pleasure talking to you, and talk to you again in the future when we've got something more with the Skull going on.
Yeah, cool.
All right.
My pleasure, dude.
Well, hopefully I can promote you well.
All right, thank you, sir.